Hello everyone, my name is Dubisi. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a software testing instructor and I've been on this course for a while. For those of you that are new in my YouTube channel, please, if you are interested on this course, software testing, I would like you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Messi Ifebi, and give me a thumbs up so that each time I release new topics on this course, you will be the first person to get it. Software testing is a very good and nice course to study. You can study maybe mobile testing or anything at all, because after studying this course, if you like, you can work in the organization or you can practice on your own. You can be an instructor. So it depends on how you want to take it as a career. If you're interested to know more about this course, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Messi Ifebi, and you will learn a lot of things on this course. So today I'm going to be teaching you about 3 topics, which is known as error, defect, and failure. I have been on this course for a while and I've taught about, I've given the introduction of software. I gave examples of software. For those of you that doesn't know what software is, the apps in your phones, examples of software which are known as the apps in your phone, the medical machinery you can see in the hospital, they are made with different kind of software. The banking app, your favorite movies that you watch, they are made with different kind of software. The Google Chrome, internet browser, and so many of them. The world is filled with different kind of software, and as a human being we use software, and this have become a very crucial part in our life. So I explained a lot on that topic. So I've also treated on the objective of software. I gave the definition of software testing, and I gave the objective of software testing, which are known as to find defects, to reduce the level of defect in a software, to evaluate the work products, to inform the stakeholders, to prevent defects, and also treat about quality assurance, quality management, and quality control. Please, if you're interested to know more about this course, because software testing is a very nice course, just like as I said before, if you're interested to know more about this course, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Messi Ifebi, and give me a thumbs up so that whenever I release videos on this course, you'll be the first person to get it. Today topic, I'm going to be teaching you on error, defect, and failure. Every human being first of all, I'm starting with error. Every human being can make mistake. Mistake can be done by anyone, because no human is above mistake, and no one is perfect. So, but in software development life cycle, mistake can be done either by the system analyst, designer, coder of the system, or customer or users. And some of the error can add a defect, bug to the program code or to the document. And I want you to know that not all mistake produces a bug. Mistake that add bug to the system are known as the analyst mistake. And a user mistake will never add a bug to the software. Error is known as a mistake in coding, and the error that are found by testers is known as defect. And when a defect is being accepted by the developers, is called bug. And when the software that is built does not meet with customer requirements, then it is called failure. Errors are mistakes created by either the developer, software engineers, programmers, analysts, and testers. What is bug? Bug is developed in a software as a result of mistake from coding error. It is known as an error that is found at development environment before the shipping of the product to the customer. A bug is known as an error that makes or that cause a program to malfunction, crash, or work poorly. What is a failure? A failure is explained or defined as a software system that fails to do what it intends to do. Failure are being observed by testers during software development, and when defects get to the users, that is when it's called failure. Now, when a defect is executed on a software, the software might fail to do what is expected of it to do, and know it that some of the bugs may make a system to fail under a rare circumstances. If those circumstances never happen, then the defect will never cause any problem. Human beings makes mistakes, just like as I said before, and to find those mistakes, it requires testers. Yes, no one is above mistakes. No human that is above mistake. For us to locate those mistakes, that is when testers comes in. I will give you an example. A lady was bleeding. She goes to the hospital. The bleeding, the symptoms that you see on this lady is the bleeding shows is known as, the example I'm giving you is based on both defect, is based on error, defect, and failure. That is the example I'm going to be giving you. I'm just trying to explain what error, defect, and failure is in a software. So a lady was bleeding. The symptom you see is failure, which is known as bleeding. Then she goes to the doctor. The doctor conducted tests on her and said that the lady had miscarriage. Yes, what leads to her bleeding was that she had miscarriage, and this miscarriage is known as defect. Is known as the defect, the symptoms that you see. And the result of this miscarriage was that the lady was not having enough rest. She was stressing herself so much. That was why she had a miscarriage. So what I'm trying to say here is that she made a mistake. I'm trying to explain what error, defect, and failure is. She made a mistake by not having enough rest, and this leads to her miscarriage, which is known as defect. So mistake here is known as error. The miscarriage is known as defect. Why bleeding, that she was bleeding, the word that shows that she wasn't feeling fine, is known as failure. I'm trying to explain what defect, failure, and error means in a software testing. So this is the mistakes that she made that leads to her bleeding. So as a tester, you have to know that people make mistakes because they are imperfect. If a document contains an error and the software is built with such document, definitely the software will be faulty. And this can be the system analyst. It can be the mistake of the system analyst. Mistake because he or she did not understand either. Let me explain it very well. A mistake in a software, it can either be from the system analyst. Maybe the system analyst does not understand the customer, or the customer did not explain what he or she actually wants. I don't know if you understand me. A mistake could occur in a software either through the system analyst, the designer, or maybe the analyst did not understand the customer, or the customer did not explain he or she wants. Maybe they did not explain themselves very well, or they don't really know what they want. Of course, somebody can just come and tell you that I want you to build maybe an Android phone for me. I want it this way, I want it that way. But they will never give you exactly what they want, or they might be confused of what they want. Then when the system analyst or designer do everything, they design whatever the person has done, and the software is being built for the person. Then at the end, the customer might decided to say, this thing is not actually what I want, So mistake comes in so many ways. So I will give you the reasons, so many of them, so many reasons of why mistake occur in a software development. One, it can be that there are maybe inexperienced staff, people who are not experienced handling such software, or maybe the people might be new in such software, new technology. It might be a new technology that they don't have knowledge of. It can be maybe time pressure. There's too much time pressure on the people handling the software, or miscommunication between the software developer and the testers, or people working together, or it can be human fallibility, complex interface, and so many of them. Now, I have a question that I want to ask. Do you think that testing increase the quality of a software? Do you think that software testing increases the quality of a software? Well, to my own understanding, the answer is no. Testing can only give confidence to the quality of a software. And for quality of a software to be achieved, testing, defect that is being found on a software needs to be fixed. When defects are being fixed, that is when the quality of a software will be achieved. Testing does not remove defect from the software. Testing only reports defect on a software. And in reporting a defect on a software, it helps to remove the defect on a software in an easiest way. And the quality of a software for just like as I said before, for a quality of a software to be achieved, let me say the quality of a software is being achieved only when defects that are found on a such software are fixed and removed, just like as I said before. So failures can be caused due to environmental conditions, electromagnetic fields. I'm now talking about failures. Failure can be caused maybe due to environmental conditions, electromagnetic fields, pollutions, and so on. And lastly, on my teaching, before I close this topic, there is another point that I want you to know, which is very, very important, which has to do with false positive and false negative. I just want to explain what false positive and false negative is. What is false positive? False positive means that, let me say, as a tester, you are running a test on a software. Then along the line, you felt that maybe something is wrong. Actually, there was nothing wrong with the software that you are running tests on, but you felt like something is wrong. Then you decided to, put a report down. But actually, there was nothing wrong with the software. You decided to write that something is wrong. That is false positive. You are running a test. You are giving a report of something. You run a test and you give a report of something that is false. Something that is false. False positive are reports as a defect, but they are never a defect. That is what I mean. Then false negative is the opposite of false positive. False negative are known as when you run a report, there are bugs on a software, but you couldn't find them. You couldn't give appropriate reports of it. You find there is something wrong with the system, but you couldn't find it and you couldn't give a report of it. That is false negative. So I have a question that I want to ask now. Between false negative and false positive, which do you think is more dangerous? I just explained what false positive is and what false negative is. False positive means that everything is fine with the software, but the tester is saying that things are not okay. So between the two, which one do you think is more dangerous? False, like as I explained, false positive are reported as a defect, but they are not actually a defect, while false negative are defect, but they are reported as not a defect. Which one do you think is more dangerous? The one that is more dangerous is false negative, because there is problem with the software, but you are saying that everything is fine. Because I want you to know that there are no issue in a software. There is a small issue. Every issue in a software is very, very dangerous. Is very, very dangerous. So, to me, my own understanding, I would say that false negative are more dangerous, because when a software has issue, has problem, and not being detected, this can lead to a huge amount of problem and frustration, which I explained in my last video, that has to do with loss of life, damage to company reputation. It can destroy people's life. Ethiopia Airlines that crashed in 2019, 157 people lost their life. That is the symptoms of lack of software testing, issues in a software. So to me, I would say that false negative is more dangerous. Guys, I want to see you in my next video that I will be making. If you're interested to know more about this course, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mercy Ifebi. You will get more that is still coming on your way. If you have any concern, if there is anywhere that I have said something that is not if I have said something that, or there is a place that you need more clarification, or there is a place, things that I have said that is not proper, please drop it in my comment section and give me a thumbs up. Mercy Ifebi. And give me a thumbs up so that whenever I release new video, you'll be the first person to get it. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.